My name is Todd DeGarmo. I'm principal with Studios Architecture, and on this project, I was the principal in charge of the project, really leading through the process and helping to create the initial big idea for the project. What's incredible about the AAMC is the incredibly strong culture that it has across the organization, and people are really interested in the whole mission of the organization. I think the new space really reflects the culture that exists. So the idea is that it gets people together and it gets people moving. In order to create a healthy workplace, you also want to make sure people don't stay at their desk, that in fact they move around to different spots. And the more that we work on computers, there's less reason for us to get up from our desk and move to other places. So it's really part of the mission of the organization is how do you create a healthy workplace? You know, one of the things that happens in the situation with your learning center is that a lot of people show up all at once. So it's designed so that is a very gracious experience. So a lot of thought was given to that. The multi-purpose room is directly on that space. It is a two-story space so that you really get the sort of volume that you would want for a room that seats that many people. Again, versus the typical Washington, D.C. building with very low ceilings, and those rooms can be quite oppressive. This room, I think, will be a truly wonderful place to be. You will go from these spaces, again, that are for very large meetings to very intimate spaces where you can really feel comfortable if you're waiting for an airplane or waiting for a meeting to start. It's very intimate and almost residential. The furniture is residential in feeling. It has wood floors. There are very rich textiles in the space and warm woods and art specifically for the space. So the notion from the beginning was take the best space, create something that everyone could go to. Also, when you do that, you want to be able to use it in multiple ways. So to a sense, it's not the typical cafeteria where you walk in and people are sliding trays, but it's really a very elegant and simple room that AAMC can use for a lot of different functions. So it's not just used at lunch, but it could be used all day long and into the evening. Because it's on the top of the building, there's a stairway that connects it directly to the roof terrace. So you can imagine you can have events for your members where they meet, they have dinner, they go to the roof, or even at lunch, people will go through the line, they'll get food and they'll go up and sit on the terrace. You know, I've been really lucky in my career to work on some of the best headquarters projects in the country. You know, our first client was Apple. Bloomberg is a big client of mine, and I consider this to be, you know, one of the best things I've ever gotten to work on. I absolutely believe that this will be the best office space in Washington, D.C.